Hi. Today, let's talk about moving on from your ex. There are many people who I have known who never moved on from a girl and they stuck into that girl like for a year. And after a year, also, they are not moved on. They are checking their ex's social media and they are being informed about them continuously. And honestly, these things make me think that is it just like somebody wants to be in that stage or they want to get out of it but they could not. The answer I got from that question and my personal experience, like, let me give you a context, that I also got into a relationship and after a year we had breakup. And from that experience I can tell that the person who was stuck into the same relationship are the person who wants to be in that relationship. Like me as a person who had a breakup, I'm also sad at that time. And I knew that this is the life. We want something, but it's not 100% surety that you'll get it. I'm not materializing women, okay? I'm just telling you an example. We can desire for a woman that, yeah, I want this woman in my life, I want to live my life with this woman, but it's possible that it could not happen, right? But when you are in the relationship, did you give your 100%? It's matter. It does matter. It gives you the freedom to move on from a person without regretting about anything. So in this moving on phase, I have noticed that many people says about their good moments, and I really appreciate about it that they had some good moments and they can share it with everybody. But in that basis of good moments, they are saying that our relationship was good, but something happened and we had breakup. And bro, is it real? Like, if you had that much perfect relationship, do you think you did had a breakup? I mean, I could not put it in the right way in English. I mean, if your relationship was that perfect, your relationship would not end at the first place, right? Because it's perfect. But your relationship ended, right? There could be some reason that led to this separation. And it's good to have good memories, but you also should remember the bad memories about your relationship, because those bad moments makes you realize that how bad that relationship was, how toxic that was. Okay, let's come to another topic, which is about, like, they check the social media every time because they think like, I mean, when I had this type of a nature within me, what I used to think is, if I'm checking their stories, post, if I'm connected with them, then it would help me in long term. Yeah, it can give me pain in the short term, but in long term, I'll be very, stable person. But in reality, it never happened. If I'm checking the stories, if I'm checking the stories, I thought that maybe I would feel pain right now, but Eventually, I'll be used to this pain, and after a year or two, I'll be satisfied with whatever she does. But in reality, it never happened, as I told you. But when I did the opposite of it, I then checked her Instagram stories, post, reel, status, whatever. I didn't check her current photos, liked her current photos, anything. I didn't do anything. I just stopped for a second. I took a break from social media for some time and registered not to open social media, and it was very hard for me. So eventually I opened the social media, but I registered that I would not watch her stories, I would not check her profile, what she's doing at this moment. I registered that, and it helped me. I didn't watch her videos or stories post, and after a month I fed myself funny videos, and I distracted myself totally. Distracted myself like using my phone like 24 hours. I did it for a long time. For a long time means a month or two, okay? But after a month or two, I realized that if I'm doing this distraction thing throughout this process, then I'm just distracting myself only. I'm distracting myself from pain, from the process. I have to feel the pain, and at the same time I have to embrace it. And what I did after that, I gave myself first day I gave myself 5 minutes without using phone, without anything. I just sat by myself and let every thought comes to my mind, and accepting those thoughts without any filter. I gave myself time without using my phone for 5 minutes, and after a week I gave myself 10 minutes, and like this. After a month, I mean, the margin of error was very big, right? Sometimes I could not give myself time that long. So I said to myself that it's okay to not give yourself time today, but you have to give yourself time tomorrow. So like this, I gave myself time, and after 3 months, I was in the stable position. Okay, and after 3 months, I started to give myself some more time, and I started to self improvement. Before this, I just let my mind to be free from her only. Nothing more than that. Nothing self improvement. Nothing so fancy. I just did what I can. After that, I said that if I'm not improving, if I'm just staying at the same place for over and over in time, then I could not move forward. That's why I started improving myself. And yeah, now I can say I moved on from that person. I'm not fully moved on from that person, because I think if that person was in relationship, is in a relationship right now, and if I finds out about it, maybe I can be sad about it, but not that much. Not that much sad. Maybe for 1 day or 2 day I'll be sad, but after 3 day I'll be fine. So what is the conclusion out of all this experience? So all this experience, let me give you point by point conclusion, okay? First point is knowing that when to give you pain. Like, I thought that by searching for her profile, by stalking her, I will be used to feel those pain inside me. But it didn't happen. And from this, I had this theory. I mean, after doing the vice versa of it, I got move on, right? So from this, I had this theory that when you have the wound, you doesn't stick your finger in your wound to feel the pain and getting used to it. You would never get used to of your pain, of your wound. So you should give your wound some time to recover, and then you can touch it. You can stick your finger on it. But when you have the wound, you have the fresh wound, you should not stick your finger on that wound. That will lead to infections, that would lead to more mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that I wanted to say about the first conclusion. The second conclusion is moving on is very easy. Yeah, it's very easy. You doesn't need to feel so pathetic about moving on from one person. I mean, I honestly want to say that if you're feeling pain for the short term, like for a month or two, then you can feel it. But after 1 year, you could never even think about that person again. I mean, it's reality. In my opinion, it's my reality, okay? It is what I wanted to say from my experience. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. I don't give a damn if it's right or wrong. It worked for me, and I don't want to know if it's right or wrong. And there are many conclusions that I wanted to give, but I can't remember those conclusions out of it. Yeah, I mean, there's also a suggestion that you should not be in contact with your ex after the breakup. Yeah, this is my suggestion, and I don't remember a lot of things out here. That's why I'm stopping this video session. If I'll find out some other conclusion, then I'll I'll write down in the description. Okay, thank you for watching this video, guys.